Well, President Trump has pledged repeatedly to deport all criminal illegal aliens from this country, but the policy will hinge on other countries accepting the return of their citizens, something that has not been done always in the past. Now, to force those other countries to do so, Republican Congressman Babin of Texas has an idea. He's introduced a bill that would cut off all foreign aid for countries that refuse to accept the return of their criminal aliens. Congressman Babin joins us now. Congressman, thanks a lot for coming on.
Great to be here.
So I didn't know, actually, until this campaign that this is a common occurrence, that other countries just say, we're not taking back this prison inmate, their foreign national, back into their country. This happens a lot?
Happens quite a bit. Quite a bit. In fact, since 2013, the federal government has released 86,000 criminal aliens who have committed 231,000 crimes. And when they're supposed to be deported, as soon as they're released, and these countries are not taking them back, there's 15, 20 countries refusing to take these folks back, and they're roaming the streets.
Wait, so just to be clear, they get out of prison having served their term for the crime. We put them on a plane to Nigeria or Guatemala or wherever. They're sent back, and then we just let them go?
That's right. According the federal court, so you cannot hold them indefinitely. And so we need to be able to protect American citizens. That's what this whole thing is about. When we our oaths of office, we need to be protecting our folks. And these folks are released onto the street. A good example is a young lady from Connecticut named Casey Chadwick was murdered by a Haitian immigrant who had been released from prison after he had served a term for attempted murder. Haiti refused to take him back, and within a few months he murdered a 25-year-old young lady from Connecticut. And had the administration under Obama had followed the law, she would be alive today. So that's why I've introduced H.R. 82, which is called the Criminal Alien Deportation Act, which will give teeth and codify what the president has been doing with executive orders, or what Mr. Trump has been campaigning on for the last year, and I campaigned on it as well, Tucker. And that is to get these criminal aliens off the street, in jail, and have them deported.
Well, of course. They're not our citizens. They belong to another country. So what would this do? This would stop foreign aid. Would it also stop visas from government officials and rich people from those countries coming here?
Absolutely.
They all want to come here.
That's
to go
right.
shopping.
The Department of Homeland Security, under my bill, will have a quarterly report which will tell us which countries are not cooperating. And when they're on that list, we can cut their visa program off. We can even cut their foreign aid. Thirdly, it will give standing in federal court to allow the families and the victims to sue the federal government to mandate, to force the deportation of these criminals.
So who would be against this? Who is against it?
It is unbelievable. It's a no-brainer, Tucker. It is an absolute no-brainer. You know, Mr. Trump said at his inaugural that he was going to turn this government back over to the people, and this is exactly what he wants to do, is protect people.
So, but where's opposition coming from in Congress? Has anyone said, I'm not for this?
Actually, I have. Well, no, they're not saying they're not for it, but and I do have I have a bipartisan group of congressmen and women that have signed on to this bill. But the American folks out there, I think, spoke loud and clear. It was a revolution at the ballot box back in November. They want criminal aliens out of the country. It is an absolute no-brainer. We need to protect the American people. And so this is what this bill will do.
Godspeed. It's infuriating.
Folks need to contact their congressman. Tell them to get on H.R. 82, the Criminal Alien Deportation Act.
I'd be interested to see who's against this. So if you find out, I hope you'll tell us.
I will.
Thanks, Congressman.
Okay. Thank you, Tucker.